All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here at Campaign Boxing, where we are joined by Khainell Wheeler. Kai, you go by Kai in your fights or just in general, right?
Yes,
Yeah, so we were able to set this up. I really appreciate you taking out the time to come and chat with us. I've run into you at the gym more than one occasion, right? I see you there normally putting in work, doing your thing.
absolutely. Every day. No days off.
Zero. So you don't even take a rest day, not even Sunday, Thursday.
I mean, like my rest day, I still work out, but my rest day is just not as intense.
Gotcha. Like what do they call that? An active rest day, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like
Gotcha.
I mean, I still eat healthy. I eat my junk food here and there, and I mean, I'm still active.
See,
I
if
do have my
I'm
whole.
if I'm resting, I am resting. I am down. That's it. Legs up, all of that. I'm done for the whole day. Uh, but I'm not in obviously quite as good shape as you. So I do have some questions I want to go through with you and just kind of chat with you more open. We can talk about whatever. Uh, First thing I think I wanted to ask you is why do you fight? I think it's personal and different for every individual, everyone in combat sports really. So, what's your why?
My why I fight. Well, I've always been an athlete,
Hmm.
but I mean, like growing up, um, I was a fighter, so like I used to get into a lot of trouble. And I used to get into like a ton of fights in school. And I mean, like outside my house, I used to live on Butler Street in Easton. And I found my way into boxing through high school. I met this kid Ardell. He's a really good friend of mine now. And he invited me down to the gym. And
Hmm.
from there, I started boxing. And I loved it. Plus, like with the drive of being a fighter, always getting in trouble. So I mean that's my why. I don't know. Like as far as me saying that I love it, I don't love boxing. I don't love boxing. Let me be honest. I don't love it. I like it a lot. I don't love it. Like I don't eat, sleep, shit boxing. I'm not
Wow.
gonna lie. I play video games. I go to the park. I play football. I play hockey. I play soccer. All kinds of stuff. But boxing is like, um, I don't know. I don't. I do it. I do it as a hobby. I mean,
Yeah, that's kind of
you
surprising to hear because of the way I see you work in the gym and the way you've performed in some of your fights, especially some of your more recent fights. I would have thought that it's your entire being. So it's interesting
know,
to see you have a whole life outside of boxing. We might even play some of the same video games.
yeah. I mean, definitely. I have like all the Call of Duty. I have all of the Call of Duties except Advanced Warfare.
Mm,
I'm Other than that, I have all of them.
nice. So in boxing, what are some of your more immediate goals? What short term? What do you want to see happen in your boxing career?
Um, Mainly just um executing. I don't know, being able to execute a punch in a certain way. Nothing.
Mm,
Most people would expect me to say, to get a belt or things like that to be undisputed or something. And I mean, for me, like I believe that that kind of stuff is gonna happen. As long as I keep at it, whatever I put my time into, I'm gonna succeed in because I'm good at everything.
yeah.
And like it's just like I said, whatever I put my time into, I'm gonna succeed at. So like for me, it's like it's outside, it's other things. Like if I feel like my left hook is not coming out properly, if I feel like I'm not jabbing properly or something like that, I'll work on it and I'll tweak it and you know I'll tell myself, hey, I want to get sharper with it. I want to throw it better. I want to throw it better from the hip, or I want to throw it better from like high guard or something like that. I
Yeah.
don't know, things like
Gotcha.
that.
I think I might need to turn my mic up here a tiny bit. So I'm going to do that here, and that'll probably heck up the audio a little bit, but I think it'll get a little better. Uh, so that actually leads me into my next thing. So some of your immediate goals are just maybe to work on some individual techniques, nothing necessarily pressing. What are some of your long term goals in boxing?
Just to retire healthy, be able to. and to be able to help out the younger generation coming up in boxing, and be able to teach them things, and just be healthy enough, and still have brain together, still be able to move, and to be able to give back. That's, to me, that's a goal. I feel like there's kids that are very ambitious and very driven by boxing, and um, I would love to give them a pair of gloves signed by me, or some gear, or just be able to support what they're doing in the sport.
Wow. I think it's really important to focus on retiring healthy. I think there's far too many fighters who fight for far too long, especially in the higher end of the sport, right? When you get into that title fight space, and you have the Tysons, the Canelos, the Bivals of the world. I think you'll see a lot of these people fight either so long that they lose their health, or maybe they leave the sport in a way that they lose their health. You're starting to actually see that happen with Ricky Hatton, right? So his brain is still together, right? The guy still seems to have it all put together, but he doesn't seem to be really staying in shape, you know? I'm certainly not one to talk, right? I'm actually working on getting in shape now, but if you're familiar with Ricky Hatton, he's actually, it looks like he's put on a lot of weight since he stopped fighting. Maybe he's
Absolutely.
just not dealing with it well. The way his legacy kind of ended was kind of several really big losses in a short period of time, and I imagine that's really tough on him.
Yeah, I mean, when you manage and deal with a lot of things in the sport, I mean, it could take a toll on you.
Yeah.
Like in the present moments and after. So I mean, I could understand, but at the same time, he has to find something um that he could use, to cope with that. I mean, something that gives. You know?
Yeah. I was taking a look at your record as we were setting this up, and you're on a 3 fight win streak. So
Yeah,
you
soon to be.
just, soon to be 4?
Yeah.
I did want to ask about that. So, how do you stay focused? You have an impressive boxing record, being on a 3 fight streak, and I want to talk about an upcoming fight that it seems to have fallen through. We're going to talk about that in a minute, but leading up to the fight that could have been tomorrow or whatever your next fight is going to be, how do you stay focused in between?
I, Honestly, I relax. I mean, I don't let stuff like that worry me, because to me, he's just another person, and I know that I'm more dangerous than he is. I'm not saying that he's not dangerous at all, but
Hmm.
in those moments, I know that I am going to be the more dangerous guy.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't know. I just I play video games, and I do other things outside of boxing. Like I train, and I work hard in the gym and stuff. But I mean, to me, it's not everything. It's like I have a family, I have sons, I have a daughter.
Yeah.
I'm at home, and like, to me, when I get home, I care about boxing, because I still do my calisthenics when I get home and stuff. Like I
Hmm.
do my work, and then I get home and I do a whole nother exercise. And I mean, I'm at home, so
Yeah.
enjoying the home life. I do what I have to do, and then I'm enjoying the home atmosphere, video games, TV, food. You know,
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you do manage that really well. You got a whole lot of things that you do to just kind of take a load off at the end of the day after your workout, and just enjoy time with the family. I think that's a huge deal. I've got kids myself, a wife. I think it's really important to balance, and I haven't always been great at this. I'm working on getting better at it. Sounds like you do a great job at it. Is balance the work with the personal life, right? Because you can't be all work and you can't be all personal life. You've got to find that balance between the two for sure.
absolutely we do. My girlfriend actually yells at me now, because she knows, like once I like she knows that, like I have an addictive personality.
Hmm.
I can have an addictive personality, not have. I can have.
Oh, I lost your video. Oh, you're back.
Oh, there it is. No, it told me a little battery. It's all right. But I can have an addictive personality. Like once I put my heart and mind into something,
Hmm.
like there's like no stopping me. Like when it comes to working, last year or 2 years ago, I'm sorry. I was working 12-hour shifts, and the supervisor told me as much overtime as I could handle. So I was going in every day, and I was working
Nice.
15 hours every day. And I would get home, sleep, wake up, shower, eat something, talk to my girlfriend a little bit, leave for work.
Nice.
and spending any time with me. And she's like, hey, like we don't spend any time. All you do is work.
Right.
And I had to kind of slow it down a little bit.
Yeah. It's that balance for sure. You fought actually not that long ago. I was surprised to see you getting back in the ring so soon. It seems like that's actually quite common. You fought in March against Ryan Adams.
Yeah,
And I was looking at some of your other interviews. You had told King Promotions that you thought he would hold on a little longer, right?
absolutely.
Because you put him away in the first round with a
Yeah,
jab, if I'm not mistaken. What was
yeah.
what was it?
It was,
About a
it
minute
was
22? You said.
minute 22 seconds. Yeah, I honestly thought, because his record was what was it, 8-4 and 6 knockouts, and so like to me, I thought, like he's got some experience.
Yeah.
He's got there, 8 wins and 6 of them are knockouts. So, okay, like he's got something there, you know. And I watched one of his fights on YouTube. I actually watched two of his fights, not the whole thing. I just kind of skimmed through it just to see what I can pick out of it. And I thought, he was pretty durable.
Yeah.
I thought, it lasted at least 3 rounds,
Okay.
maybe.
Maybe
But
three.
yeah, you know. But like I said, like I know that once I get in the ring, I'm gonna be the more dangerous guy, regardless of the sport or anything like that. I'm not in there to sport, and I'm not in it. Like I love the fans, I love the attention, I love the support and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, when I get in there, if I get hit with a punch and I get knocked out or I get injured, then I gotta still go home with that. Me and the fans can't share the injury, so I have to get in there and I have to do what I have to do. So if I get in there and I kill the guy, oh well. If he dies, he dies. And
Rocky
like I
Four.
yeah, like I said, I thought he was going to be more durable, but he faded in the first round. So I'm not gonna, to me, I'm not gonna hold out or I'm not gonna hold any of my power, any of my speed, or any kind of.
Right.
I'm not holding. I'm setting it up how it comes. So hey, they can't hang. They can't hang. I don't know what to tell them.
It was exciting to see. As short as it was really exciting to see. Maybe we get more than half of a round out of your next fight, which was supposed to be tomorrow
Yeah.
at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia. What happened there?
I don't. Well, we got news that that the opponent never made his flight or never got on his flight or whatever. I don't know what's going on. So
Yeah.
maybe he missed it. Let's be more positive and mindful. We have priorities and we have families and lifestyles and stuff. Maybe he got tied up and was late,
Okay.
right?
Sure.
Or maybe he seen me,
Maybe he didn't
he
want it.
realized what he was getting into,
Right.
and he said, if I missed the flight, I can say I missed the flight. So maybe he was intimidated. I don't know, but whatever it is, we're not fighting tomorrow. And yeah, he had a pretty decent payout from my understanding and shit.
So when that happens, do you still get a little something for if hey you missed your flight, maybe after you signed your contract? Does fighters still make money in a situation like that?
Um, from my understanding, no. I think the way that you make the money still or make something out of it
Mm-hmm.
still is if the fighter doesn't show up to the weigh-ins, like and you're there
Oh,
and you're already rehydrating and stuff like that, and the fighter doesn't show up to the weigh-ins, then yeah. But I don't like if he's not in the state, then I don't know.
huh. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Though there's two ways to look at it. Maybe some sort of personal situation came up, travel, transport, maybe some other family emergency or something.
Yeah,
Maybe he was on his way to the airport and saw your last fight and just added a stop. Like, you know what, we can just go back home.
yeah. I mean,
When do you think people will get to see you fight next?
well, we're working on something. Hopefully, I mean, well, with me, you could probably expect to see me fight within like a couple weeks or something like that because like ever since I've been stopping everybody,
Mm-hmm.
in my and like really just shocking people. Like I beat that guy that was 12-0 with 10 knockouts on Triller.
Yeah.
And like, you know, that actually put like a, you know, that opened a lot of people's eyes and stuff. And like I said, ever since I've been shocking people, they've been trying to hit me with short notice calls. They've been trying to catch me off guard. So like maybe like, you know, maybe soon, like I don't know. They think, you know, hey, let's catch him off guard. Maybe we'll beat him
Maybe
then.
he's not working every single day.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, to me, it's like, you know, what else do I have to do?
Gotcha.
You know, I'm gonna box. I'm gonna train. I'm gonna keep myself in shape, because if they call me tomorrow and say let's fight the next day, like we're ready. They could call me tonight and fight tonight. And listen, best believe it's gonna be a knockout. You guys are gonna get your money's worth.
There you go. How do people find you? If people are, you know, interested, they want to check you out on your social medias, what social media platforms are you on as, you know, maybe an athlete, or like a page or a fan page that you have, and how do people find you?
Well, I'm on Instagram. I like Instagram. I feel like the setup is better. The platform, I feel like it's better for some reason. But I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, Instagram.
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is X_IV_MCM_XCIII.
Perfect. All right, we'll make sure we add that to the description down below. So look for Kai's Instagram down below. You said you're on Facebook as well?
Yeah, my Facebook is just my name. It's Khainell Wheeler, and then I have a page, Khai Wheeler.
Khai Wheeler.
KHAI space Wheeler.
Perfect. Okay. What else? Mostly Facebook and Instagram?
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram. I have a Snapchat too. I mean, Snapchat's for like, you know, like my little buddies and stuff, talking about duties of, you know, different games.
You probably don't want 1,000 people coming at you on Snapchat.
I mean, if they do, they do. But I mean, most times it'll get answered. It's just late. Like I'm in the gym, so I mean, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm with my son and my daughter, so it's like, I mean, like I respond, but like, I mean, just don't expect too fast of a response. Like, I'm not gonna be on my phone. Like, I have no responsibilities and no kids and things like that. Like, you know.
How do people support you? Do you have, you know, if somebody wants to, you know, whether they want to sponsor you, whether they want to drop in like a cash donation, you know, support you for your next fight, your training, all of the, you know, food and gym memberships and all the costs that you incur as a fighter, even between fights?
We use CashApp.
CashApp, easy.
Yeah.
I love it. What's your? Is it called a cash tag? What's your CashApp tag?
Is Team Wheeler 26.
So just $ Team Wheeler #2 #6.
Yes.
Perfect. All right, and we'll get that down below as well. Khai, I want to thank you so much for joining us here. We really appreciate you taking out the time. We know you're super busy. I'm sure you're either working now or headed off to work or whatever's next in your journey. Thanks again. And yeah, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe down below. Follow Khai on all of his socials and send the man a Cash App.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, you, Khai.
You're welcome. Thank you.